Today's lesson is your cat's personality and you. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
And I'm Roger, and today we're going to talk about pussy cats. Cats, of course, are a very popular choice for a pet, along with dogs. Dogs are fun. People like dogs because they're friendly and they're loyal and stuff like that. But dogs can bark a lot. They can bother your neighbors, and you have to take them for walks. Otherwise, they'll poop in the house. Cats can take care of that themselves. But a lot of people think cats have kind of cold personalities. They're not friendly and loyal like dogs. But today we're going to tell you that cats actually have several different kinds of personalities. So maybe you should consider getting a cat in the future.
Yeah, and today, this title's got a strange word in it. Your cat's personality and you. By the way, this word, personality, is not spelled properly. But still, it's pretty cute, and it does serve a purpose. This isn't just a typo. Yes, a personality, P-U-R-R. They've spelled it this way because purring is that sound that a cat makes. Okay, so personality. They've replaced the P-E-R that comes at the beginning of the word personality with the word P-U-R-R because we're talking about cats, those animals that like to purr. Anyways, folks, let's go ahead and take a short break, but when we come back, we'll start reading our article on cat personalities.
Your cat's personality and you. A person who is unfamiliar with cats might think they're all alike, but cat owners can tell you that's simply not true. Cats, like people, have different personalities, and researchers have narrowed them down to 5 types. Neurotic. Shy and insecure, these cats have trouble coping with loud sounds, sudden movements, and apparently life in general. Provide them with plenty of places to hide to ease their anxiety.
大家好，第一部分我们看到单字 neurotic， 这个字是形容词，指神经质的，极为焦虑的。例如 Michael became neurotic because he lost his cell phone. Michael 感到很焦虑，因为他把手机弄丢了。接下来我们看到形容词 insecure， 意思是缺乏安全感的，不安全的。例如 Many people feel insecure speaking in front of large groups of people. 许多人对于在众人面前讲话感到没有安全感。再来我们看到一个单字 cope， 这个字是动词，指应对，成功处理，后面常接 with 加名词。举例来说 William finds it difficult to cope with his boss, so he has been looking for another job for quite a while now. William 觉得老板很难应对，所以他已经找新工作找了好一阵子了。或是 Mary cannot cope with the amount of work that her boss has been giving her lately. Mary 无法负荷她老板近来给她的工作量。
Okay, so let's talk about cats in today's program. Again, we're talking about your cat's personality. They have different kinds of personalities, and in the first paragraph, we begin by saying a person who is unfamiliar with cats might think they're all alike. But cat owners can tell you that's simply not true. So most people, if you ask them, hey, do you like cats? They say no, because cats are cold and they're not friendly like dogs. They're not loyal like dogs. And so most people think that cats are all alike or cats are all like that. But hey, I've had cats in the past, and that's not true. They have different kinds of personalities, and that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Correct. By the way, I'm not a cat lover, but I did have a cat for a short time in college there. Someone needed someone to take care of this cat, and I learned that, cats, they're not all alike, okay? The cat that I had to take care of was crazy. Yes, I've gone to other people's houses and their cats are loving and warm and affectionate and great, My cat was just simply nuts, crazy, not neurotic. Okay, we'll talk about what the word neurotic means later. This cat was crazy, would climb up onto bookcases and jump off of things and hide around corners and then attack me, run up and down the stairs, running around in circles all the time. The cat was nuts. So yeah, not all cats are alike. That much is for certain. Anyways, all jokes aside, cats, like people, have different personalities, and researchers have narrowed them down to 5 types. And yeah, the first of these is neurotic, and we'll get to that soon. First of all, though, let's talk about the word researcher. A researcher is kind of like a scientist who does research. So a researcher might investigate some subject and some topic in order to learn more about it. They do research. They are researchers.
So there are many different possibilities, but they're kind of simplifying this. They're narrowing it down. That's what that phrase here, to narrow down something, means. You're just simplifying something, and then you're eliminating other possibilities and focusing on only what is really possible. So if you meet someone for the first time, maybe a Caucasian person, and you start talking to them and you're wondering where they're from, well, when you hear their North American accent, well, that narrows it down. They're probably from Canada or the United States.
Like when my wife and I were planning on getting married, back when we weren't married yet, we had all sorts of ideas of how to get married, where to go, what type of ceremony to have. Then over time, we narrowed down our options and we decided to go get married in Hawaii. Yeah, before we had a lot of different plans, but then we narrowed those plans over time, or narrowed our options over time. Anyways, cats have different personalities. The first of these is neurotic. Yes, some cats are neurotic. Now, earlier I talked about my cat. I said my cat was crazy. Well, if you're neurotic, you're a little bit crazy, let's say, but you're not actually nuts or crazy. Yeah, very often neurotic people might have strange obsessive thoughts, or they might worry more than the next person, or have small anxieties, or be more nervous than normal. That's what we mean to say when someone is neurotic. Yeah, very often neurotic people can't relax. They're very anxious. They're very nervous, so on and so forth. But that being said, neurotic people aren't crazy people. They're not psychotic. They're not going to lose their minds. They're just a little bit crazy.
Yep, they're oversensitive perhaps, so they're shy and insecure, and these cats have trouble coping with loud sounds, sudden movements, and apparently life in general. So that's probably not the kind of cat you want to have. You'd like to have a friendly, warm, affectionate cat, which we'll get to. But sometimes when you have a kitten, it's kind of hard to tell what sort of personality they're going to have in the future. So this is the kind of personality that I would not want in a cat. And I don't think a lot of other people would like to have a personality of a cat like this. But what can you do? Okay, you're responsible for taking care of this cat, so you have to make some adjustments. You can't just let it go somewhere, take it off to the mountains and forget about it, or take it down to the veterinarian and have it put to sleep or something like that. You have to do your best to deal with this animal and its really unusual personality. Maybe you can give it psychotherapy or something like that, or call Jackson Galaxy over, and maybe he'll come take care of your cat.
Okay, all right. So you can do all of those things, or maybe just realize, oh, I've got a neurotic cat. What do? No, you don't let them go in the mountains. Make sure you do the right things by them so that they feel better. Yeah, provide them with plenty of places to hide to ease their anxiety. They'll feel better that way. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break. But when we come back, we'll start to learn about outgoing and dominant cat personalities.
Outgoing. They're curious about everything, from the contents of your drawers to what's inside your bag. Since they get bored easily, they should be given lots of toys to play with. Dominant. There are 2 or more cats in the household, but one of them takes over the litter box, toys, and food. That cat is the dominant one, and it can make life a living hell for the other cats. Reduce the other's stress by providing separate toys, litter boxes, and food bowls.
第二部分，我们看到一个单字 outgoing， 这个字是形容词，指外向的、友好的。例如 Jamie's outgoing personality makes it easy for him to make friends. Jamie 外向的个性让他很容易交到朋友。另外，这个字除了上面的意思，还可以指即将卸任的、将离开的，像是 The office threw a farewell party for the outgoing members of staff. 公司为即将离职的员工举办欢送会。接着，我们看到形容词 dominant， 指占支配地位的、主导的、占优势的。我们可以说 The dominant culture in the United States has its roots in European culture. 美国的主流文化源自于欧洲文化。或是 When hunting together, the dominant wolf always leads the other wolves in the pack. 一起狩猎时，通常是由占主导地位的狼带领狼群。
Okay, we've already talked about one personality type of cats, the neurotic cat. Now we're going to talk about the outgoing cat. Now, they're curious about everything from the contents of your drawers to what's inside your bag. So that describes an outgoing cat. Outgoing just means you aren't afraid of other people, you're not shy at all. And you can describe a cat this way, but you can also describe a person this way. If you have an outgoing personality, you'll probably do good in the business world. You're good dealing with people. You make friends easily. Everybody wants to be friends with you, etc., etc. You are outgoing as opposed to being shy and awkward.
Anyways, the contents of your drawers. What does this mean? Well, if we're talking about the contents of something, we're talking about what's inside something, okay? What is held inside a container, let's say. So if your cat wants to know about the contents of your drawers, it's going to open up your drawers and it's going to want to find out what's inside those drawers.
Indeed, to check out your socks and underwear, or maybe your books and papers in your desk or something. They're going to want to go in there and check it out. They want to sniff everything. And since they get bored easily, they should be given lots of toys to play with. So yeah, you need to head down to your local pet store and buy some cat toys or cat teasers and spend time playing with those cats because they do get bored easily. And if they get too bored, you know, they might scratch up your furniture and stuff like that. They might tip over plants and they might just be a general nuisance in your house. So you've got to be prepared for that.
Okay, that's enough with these outgoing cats, although they do sound delightful. Next, we've got dominant cats, or cats with a dominant personality. Here's the next sentence. It says, there are 2 or more cats in the household, but one of them takes over the litter box, toys, and food. I.e., this particular cat, this dominant cat, takes over. By force, they take control of whatever they want. And here, this particular cat, this dominant type of cat, takes over or takes by force almost everything. The litter box, the toys, and the food as well. Boy, does this cat sound dominant.
It does. If you're dominant, you like to control others, and cats like to be in control if they have this type of personality. And, of course, people can be dominant as well. They might be outgoing as well, but that's not the same thing. If you're dominant, you definitely want to control others, or you want to be in charge. Sometimes we call such a person a control freak. So I suppose you could also describe a cat as being a control freak as well. Somebody who likes to control others or be in charge, etc. So, yes, there are 2 or more cats in the household, but one of them takes over the litter box. Household, of course, is the general term for inside the house, the household. How many people are there in your household? Well, I've got my grandparents, my parents, and my siblings. Those are people in my household. But in this particular case, we've got these cats. And one of them wants to be the control freak. It wants to take over the litter box.
Anyways, that cat who wants to take over, that cat is the dominant one, and it can make life a living hell for the other cats. So reduce the others' stress by providing separate toys, litter boxes, and food bowls. So here, you don't need to make things easier for the dominant cat. make things easier for the other cats in the household there by giving them separate toys, litter boxes, and also food bowls. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take another break, but when we come back, we'll learn about impulsive and then agreeable cats.
Impulsive. It's hard to predict what an impulsive cat will do, since it reacts differently each time to similar situations. Setting routines, such as set meal times and play times, can help them understand how to act. Agreeable. The best adjusted cats of the bunch, agreeable felines get along with just about everyone. With raised tails and friendly meows, they're every cat owner's dream.
第三部分我们看到单字 impulsive 这个字是形容词，指冲动的。举例来说 Children often do impulsive things because they cannot control their desires. 孩子们时常会冲动行事，因为他们无法控制自己的欲望。接着我们看到一个形容词 agreeable 指随和的，令人愉快的。例如 Ellen is in a bad mood, so she's not acting very agreeable today. Ellen 今天心情不好，所以不怎么随和。另外，这个字除了上面的意思，还可以指欣然同意的，愿意接受的。我们可以说 Our manager was agreeable to our requests for vacation. 我们的经理欣然同意我们想休假的请求。最后，我们看到单字 feline 这个字可以是名词，指猫科动物。例如 We can see a lot of felines in the safari park. 我们可以在这个野生动物园里看到许多猫科动物。另外，这个字也可以是形容词，指猫科的。我们可以说 This vet specializes in feline patients. 这位兽医专门治疗猫科动物。
Okay, so to review, we've talked about neurotic, outgoing, and dominant cats. Now we've got the impulsive personality in cats. Impulsive, what does that mean? Well, that kind of means that they just do things without thinking too much ahead of time. Sometimes we call shopping on impulse, which means that basically you go buy things and you don't really think about it too much. You don't worry about whether you need it or not, or how much money it's going to cost. That's impulse buying. So impulsive means you just act without thinking. So here, it's hard to predict what an impulsive cat will do since it reacts differently each time to similar situations. So you can't predict how an impulsive cat is going to behave. If you predict, you basically make an educated guess about what's going to happen in the future.
There you go. It's hard to predict what an impulsive cat's going to do. I.e., you can't tell beforehand what that cat is going to do. Why? Because they're impulsive. They just act. They don't think, okay? They don't reflect on things. They just do stuff. They're impulsive. Moving on, the next sentence says, setting routines such as meal times and play times can help them understand how to act. So maybe you can't make them unimpulsive. Maybe you can't remove those urges that they have, but maybe over time, if you set limits, okay, if you set a routine, you'll be able to help them understand how to act. Anyways, that's enough with impulsive cats. Let's talk about agreeable cats. You know, those cats that just everyone can get along with.
Indeed, that's probably the kind of cat you want to have. And the best adjusted cats of the bunch, agreeable felines, get along with just about everyone. They purr a lot. They rub up against you all the time. And with raised tails and friendly meows, they're every cat owner's dream. So they're best adjusted. They're very stable in personality. They're not neurotic. They're not impulsive. They're just right. They are agreeable felines. A feline, of course, is just another word for cat.
There you have it. All right, folks, today's lesson is now in the books, but stay tuned. Next time, we'll be learning some more about cats.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。研究人员把猫的个性缩减到5种类型。第一种是神经质的猫，那课文提到说要给他们大量的躲藏空间来舒缓他们的焦虑。 Provide them with plenty of places to hide to ease their anxiety. 好，句子里面的 plenty of 就表达大量的、充足的，后面可以接不可数名词或是接复数可数名词，像我们可以说 plenty of time, plenty of snacks 等等。那另外要介绍的是动词 provide 的用法。Provide 表示提供，那要表达提供某人什么什么，这个常见的句型是 provide somebody with something。例如 The visitor center provides tourists with all kinds of useful information. 游客中心为观光客提供各式各样的有用资讯。那另外一种常见句型是 provide something to 或是 for 再加 somebody， 像是 The furniture store provides free delivery to its customers. 那间家具店为客人提供免费送货服务。好，课文第二部分提到猫咪的另外两种个性类型，一种是外向的，一个是主导性的。那这边用到一个单字叫做 dominant， 那它的动词是 dominate， 我们来学它的字根。好 D-O-M-I-N 这一类的字根呢，表示统治、控制或是房屋、房舍。那在 dominate 这个字当中 D-O-M-I-N 表示统治，那么 ate 是动词字尾，合在一起 dominate 它只有支配、控制或者是在什么什么当中居主要地位的意思。那把字尾 ate 改成形容词字尾 ant 就会得到我们的单字 dominant， 它就可以表达占支配地位的、主宰的或者是占优势的。好，我们还可以在 dominant 前面加上字首 pre， 表示之前、事先或是在什么什么之前。那么 predominant 就是用来表达占主导地位的或者是占绝大多数的、显著的。好，其实呢 dominant 和 predominant都可以用来形容主要的，这时候它们的意思就会跟 main 或者是 major 差不多，可是在其他用法上，这两个字的语义就不太一样了。好，顺便补充其他也有 DOM 或是 DOMIN 这一类的字根的单字。好，第一个补充的是 dominion， DOMINION， 那它的字根 DOMIN 表示统治， ION 是名词字尾，合在一起 dominion 就表示统治、管辖，它也有领土的意思。第二个补充 domestic 它的字根 DOM 表示房屋，那么字尾 IC 是形容词字尾， domestic 就是用来形容家庭的或者是国内的、本国的。第三个补充 domicile DOMICILE， 它的字根 DOM 表示房屋， ICILE 表示居住，好，合在一起 domicile 就表示住处、住所。那这个单字主要是法律用字，像我们可以说 report one's change of domicile 就表示要通报更改住所。好，那么以上是今天重点整理，我们回顾今天的单字吧。
Researcher. American researcher Jacob Elmer is trying to create a human blood substitute made from the blood of earthworms. Cope. Jay can't cope with all of the things in his life right now. Outgoing. We're looking for people who are outgoing and have a positive attitude. Content. Security guards check the contents of everyone's luggage at the airport. Dominant. Wolf packs are led by a pair of dominant wolves. Household. According to U.S. government figures, the average number of cars per household is 1.8. Predict. Lily predicted that our sales would increase by about 10% this quarter. Agreeable. Some dogs are more agreeable than others, so be sure to learn about a dog's personality before adopting it.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.